time. Welcome on board. My name is PELUMI ADEOSUN, the sport umpire, getting ready to take you across the length and breadth of events making the rounds in the sporting empire. Speaking of events making the rounds in the sporting empire, ladies and gentlemen, we had games played over the weekend in the MPFL, where Shooting Stars woes continues after they lost away from home at the Gospel Akpabio International Stadium. And it has made it 7 games without picking up a win for the Benga Ogumbote led side. And it is official now. A crisis should be declared in that team right now. Well, struggling Akwa United got the better of Shooting Stars by 2 goals to nothing. We also saw some other interest. Well, Rivers United, for me, were the biggest winners of this MPFL weekend, going away from home to a difficult ground, El Kanemi Warriors, and picking up all 3 maximum points in that one. We're going to talk about that on the show this lovely afternoon. And of course, we would be analyzing critically the situation surrounding Shooting Stars, the possibility of them still picking up a continental slot. Well, they have now found themselves right now in 6th on the MPFL log after 29 games played. And for Shooting Stars, 9 games left to play, 5 home games and 4 away games. Ogumbote has always stated that continental slot, continental ticket has always been the mandate for him. But then, with a lot of teams jostling for that one, do you think the Oluyole Warriors can still pick up that particular one? Well, we'll also take our stock abroad this afternoon, looking at the dramatic comeback at the Wanda Metropolitano. Well, only a few teams can go to the Wanda Metropolitano and pick up a win and, of course, score 4 goals. Barcelona is one of the few teams that can do just that. What a game it was from the I-FLIER-led side yesterday, and you just can't say this team are on fire. What a week it was for Atletico Madrid. A few days after crashing out of the UEFA Champions, La Liga was dealt a big blow after losing against title rivals Barcelona by 2 goals to 4. That particular one ended right there. We'll take a look at that one as well on the show this lovely afternoon. And of course, in the English Premier League, well, it is gradually turning into a one-sided affair between Arsenal and Chelsea, as the Gunners got the better of the Blues once again by 1-0. What a win it was for the Mikel Arteta-led side to cut Liverpool's lead on top of the EPL table to 12. Maybe still a long way to go for this Arsenal side in their pursuit to catch Liverpool. And speaking of Liverpool, like I told you earlier in my introduction, what a weekend they've had. Talking about Liverpool, what a week generally they've had. Yes, few days after crashing out of the UEFA Champions League, they lost in the Carabao Cup final to the hands of Newcastle. Newcastle's 56-year trophy drought eventually coming to an end right there. They have not won a trophy in 56 years, and they have not won a domestic. Newcastle. Liverpool's quadruple wolves turned treble by Plymouth, and of course treble turned double by Paris Saint-Germain. Double now turned single by Newcastle. Maybe, just maybe, you never can tell. But then, it looks like the league looks all wrapped up right there. These are many we're going to celebrate on the show this lovely afternoon. Welcome on board once again to our live studio. Like I always say, if you want to get things done in the best possible way, you definitely need to surround yourself with the best possible guys. Ladies and gentlemen, can't say for a fact that I've got the best, nothing but the best, the baddest in the land when it comes to giving you Shopper Loju, the Sports Princess, is joining us on the show this afternoon. Good afternoon, Sports Princess. It was quite an eventful sporting weekend. How was yours?
Yeah, good afternoon to you, Sport Umpire.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, it's great to be back. Another exciting episode. Good afternoon to everyone that sound of my voice. Welcome on board to another. No. You guys call yourself Pride of London, and I think there's a particular caller that kind of refers to Chelsea as the Pride of London.
What describes being the Pride?
Yeah, maybe that's why, because
then they are actually the Pride of London. Then
they are not. So just like you said, MPFL was also in action. A lot of games also happened in MPFL. Kind of just I think their title hopes for this season I think is probably gradually fading. So these are many more we'll get to discuss and dissect on the show. So please make sure you stay tuned, you relax, and you enjoy the show.
Yeah, an interesting weekend in the land of the Azuris, just like the sports princess said. Inter Milan, Lautaro Martinez and Do Agosto gave the Zaghi-led side the 3 maximum points in that one. For Antonio Conte, for a man that a lot of people said he was going to struggle in his first season, of course, did not start very well. It seems to be record even than a certain Cristiano Ronaldo, talking about Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah, good weekend. It was for all Madrid fans and of course sport fans also. When I was to Madrid, I knew it was going to be difficult for Atletico Madrid because you look at how they played against Madrid, they were really resolute and all of that. And speaking of Kylian Mbappe, tip of the iceberg, because Kylian Mbappe is not in his flowing forward into next season.
Well, I think we should start on this note. I saw a post a few days ago of people talking about Rafinha links with winning the Ballon d'Or.
Is the UEFA Champions League, and these two teams are still very much in the UEFA Champions League. So it boils down to who will go on to win the UEFA Champions League. If a certain Kylian Mbappe or Madrid should win the UEFA Champions League, trust me, Kylian Mbappe conversation will definitely be on all social media. With people campaigning for Kylian Mbappe to go on and win the Ballon d'Or, coupled with the fact that he's been the highest goal scorer for Madrid this season. So I see where people are coming from Barcelona.
And Arsenal. Well, make of that information whatever. Also, they were outsmarted. And Arsenal. Well, make of that information whatever. Also, they were dominated in that one. It's been a topsy-turvy week for Liverpool after crashing out of the UEFA Champions League. Let's talk about the game itself. It really looked.
The Newcastle's coach, trying to remember.
Eddie Howe.
I think Eddie Howe did a great job by finding out the weakness of that Liverpool side, which is they are really press resistant and they know how to press well. So what he did was he started going for long balls. For set pieces, they were just they kind of evaded Liverpool's midfield, and that was why the likes of McAllister, Gravenberch, the manager was trying to take them off and then bring in the likes of Chiesa, the likes of trying to remember.
Nunes came in, Curtis Jones came in as well.
Yeah, it was already too late. Actually, that was like the last time they won a major title or trophy. Taku. They made it really difficult for Liverpool. Salah could not even get a sniff. How many times did he even touch the ball yesterday? So that's why you could see that they kind of just eradicated the midfield of Liverpool. They didn't really see a lot of balls yesterday because they were going long. It's not been really prolific in front of goal. Something is off about him. I don't know why I started out ahead of really prolific in front of goal. Something is off about him. I don't know why I started out ahead of the likes of Cody Gakpo yesterday. Maybe you have an answer. Maybe
it is not even about Mo Salah yesterday. It's about the whole of Liverpool team. Right from the start of the.
Super excited that at least we have something to bank on again, because obviously we've not been creating enough chances. And I have a question for the Chelsea fan here. You are the right person. So please answer that question.
I don't get.
You are the Chelsea fan.
Maybe we should call Enzo Maresca then.
I don't know. Is it coincidence? But this is like the second time they'll be playing at Emirates and he's never available. So. Well, kudos to Arsenal. Honestly, the game was actually a very flat performance from both sides. It kind of shows where they are as a team. Both sides are as a team. It was not really exciting. It was more like of a physical. Fofana, I think Wesley Fofana. I don't know how he didn't get the red card, because the amount of tackles it was just giving in the game. It was like a physical battle, not really. I don't know. And then he was just smiling. I'm like, okay. And the only time he got a yellow card was actually when he actually shouted at the referee. And at the same time, for me it was just a kind of flat performance from both sides. Just kind of show where they are as a team. Both sides are just trying to make it to the Champions League right now. But then kudos to Arsenal at least for not making it for not making the second position a battle right now, because they are currently 10 points clear of Manchester City, 9 points clear of Chelsea, and I think 6 or 4 points clear of Tottenham. Of Nottingham Forest. So I'm kind of just happy with
Champions League place secured for Arsenal next season.
I think so. So I think that is just about that. Only God knows what's going to happen in the Champions League. But the focus now is just to qualify for the next Champions League because the season is done already. Just 10 games to go, and a lot of twists and turns to.
Enzo Maresca announced after the match that Cole Palmer would be out with a muscular injury, and Morgan Gibbs-White has been called to replace Cole Palmer in the Three Lions of England squad right there. We're looking at other games that were played. Manchester United beat Leicester City by 3-0. Brighton and Hove Albion and Manchester City played out a 2-2 draw, while Fulham beat Tottenham Hotspur by 2-0. Let's leave the world of football briefly. Let's go straight into the world of Formula 1. Biodo Sports, the first race of the 2025 Formula 1 weekend, the Australian Grand Prix. That one went in favor of Lando Norris of the McLaren, finished in first position in that one. Should I say that one was expected or no one saw it coming?
Well, I think it was expected, just like we said on Saturday on the show. Well, for those who don't know, I think you should be ready for the battle between Max Verstappen's franchise and, of course, the McLaren guys also.
Yeah.
For me, I wasn't really surprised. I was expecting, something really hard for Max Verstappen, and this is how to start the new season. Maybe we are going to see more from the McLaren guys, but trust me, it's not going to come easy for them because Max Verstappen rather want to go, a step harder again this season. So let's see how the battle goes for them right now. But as far as I'm concerned, I think it is still Max Verstappen anytime, any day this season.
Yeah, well, it's going to be an interesting one. This is just a race one out of a whole lot of races to go. It was all about Lando Norris of the McLaren finishing first position, Max Verstappen of Red Bull in second, and of course George Russell of the Mercedes taking third position. Well, in case you're asking, where is Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc of the Ferrari? It was a race to forget for these guys as Lewis Hamilton finished in 10th position, an underwhelming day for the British racer in that one. Guys, let's leave the world of Formula 1 now and let's go straight to the Naija Made segment where we take a scorecard of Nigerian players abroad. And this one is going to be quite interesting because this is the last one before the Super Eagles of Nigeria crucial World Cup games. The camp in Kigali is buzzing, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back, I will provide you with updates from the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria after the Niger
performances for their respective teams across Europe. Southampton's struggles persist in the Premier League as they once again lost by 2-1 to Wolverhampton Wanderers, with Paul Onuachu scoring their only goal in the 75th minute, which wasn't enough to prevent a 2-1 loss. Victor Osimhen was in superb form on Friday in the Turkish league, scoring a hat-trick against Antalyaspor, bringing his total to 26 goals this season for Galatasaray and helping the team to extend their lead at the top of the league table. David Okereke scored the winning goal for Gaziantep in the 52nd minute, securing a 1-0 victory over Kayserispor and pushing his team up to 6th place in the standings. In the Turkish second division, Kayode Olarewaju netted Erokspor's winning goal in their 2-0 victory against Salifaspor. In the Swiss Super League, Philippe Sotele scored Basel's only goal in the 67th minute during their painful 2-1 loss to league rivals Young Boys. Newly invited Super Eagles defender Igor Obu showed the fans what to expect during the international break, scoring Slavia Prague's first goal in the 9th minute of their dominant 4-0 victory over Jablonek in the Czech top-flight league. Mavis Ogiomade also made his presence felt despite Budejovi's 3-2 loss to Kavina, while Nelson Okeke played a key role in Bohemians' 2-1 win over Mlanda Boleslav. In the second division, Stanley Kanu scored Zlin's second goal in the 73rd minute, securing a 3-1 victory over Ziskov and extending their lead at the top of the table to 49 points after match day 19. In the Lithuanian League, Karim Aderomo earned a point for Atmosfera, scoring a 93rd minute equalizer in their 1-1 draw against Hegelman. Bamilerin Olubungi also made an impact, scoring a late equalizer in the 84th minute to secure a point for Banga. In the Moldovan League, Michael Steven netted the final goal in Misamit's 5-1 win over Petrokov, scoring in the 72nd minute to ensure his team picked the maximum points. Finally, in the Saudi Pro League, Gordon Savior scored the winning goal for Al Okdud in the 99th minute, scoring a dramatic 2-1 victory over visiting Al Ali. That's the Naija Made segment for this week. I am Esther Atilola.
You're listening to High Sports on I-FLIER 103.3 FM.
I'm sitting down, the beat is on.
I know a place where the land is greener and diversity brings beauty, just like the rainbow.
TY Mix.
It's hard to repay.
Yes, club football is done and dusted for a while now, and attention will definitely officially opened in Kigali quickly. The Super Eagles
In for his final year, and unfortunately for those who love the team. So let's see how the situation pans out. But for me, like I said, it is not negotiable. 3 points or nothing.
Okay, quickly, Sports Princess. Within the space of 30 seconds, let me quickly pose this one to you. Just like Biodu Sports said that it is important for the team to get 3 points. One of the ways to getting 3 points is fielding a very strong 11. And it is no longer news. Tolulope Arokodare, the hottest Nigerian striker in Europe right now, to start alongside.
Are doing well, is in a great form. But for me, because I said we don't really have time to to check if Boniface is going to do something or not. We're at a crucial time in the competition stage now. We have to qualify, so I think we just have to go for form right now. Victor Osimhen